the shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Foles. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
For the extra point.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
The kickoff for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Brent Urban there to get him down.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the 29, Allen. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Cordero Patterson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Foles. And he finds his tight end, Graham.
Foles pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Foles. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Foles. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Foles on target there to Robinson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A very solid gain of 27.
That was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
They'll run with Montgomery. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle.
19-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
7. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Pinheiro now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
12 yards there and a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down.
Now Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Minnesota.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
The ball carrier. Khalil Mack in on the tackles. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bears' 21-yard line.
On second down and 4. Allen. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Bears 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to get stopped up quickly.
Number 32.
Give him a yard down to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Foles with a throw caught by Patterson. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Back to throw now on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Escaping the pressure right. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Vikings.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he'll find Hall. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
A gain of 29 yards.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
He'll buy some time right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Allen looking middle, and it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The rookie Cameron Dantzler picks it. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. B.C. Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Vikings 24, Bears 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
They'll run on 1st down. Montgomery. And this will be a Bears 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Allen. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Minnesota.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He gets it left side to Johnson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
B.C. Johnson. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara.
What you doing out there, boy?
Passage, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
1st and goal.
So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Now Allen from the gun, he'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. There defensively was Buster's screen to knock it away.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Allen. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. B.C. Johnson, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
Their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Foles on the give to Montgomery. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On the ground, Kamara. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. Allen going to throw. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Jefferson.
Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Operating from the gun, Allen eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Foles. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. He's at the 30, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On play action, Allen It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. B.C. Johnson there to make the grab. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. He's going to let this one go deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by George Iloka. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Foles and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And now here is another interception. Duke Dawson picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
Allen off the play fake. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr. with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Vikings 45, Bears 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But now it's third down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Bears on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
Mike 319. And let's get this.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
To number 88.
From 8 yards out. And this offense continues to pour it on. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now Foles. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
24-yard line.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. DJ Wadham make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
To try again after the sack. Foles. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Here's Foles. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Mike's 47. Mike. 13. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. 47's the Mike. 47's the Mike. Watch QB draw.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Tonight's final score, Vikings 52.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. So for Charles Davis.